Oh, welcome everybody. I'm gonna wait till a few people are on before I start. Welcome to Conversation with Mrs. West. Getting ready for some good dialogue. Hope everybody is excited as I am to tune in and get ready for our first topic. Got the ambiance set. I'm ready to go. Let's get it, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? It is Wednesday, January 11th at 7:30 p.m. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just waiting for a few more people so we can get this thing on the road. I hope everybody is feeling well. You had a wonderful day. Hope that you have a glass of wine or something, nice cozy area so we can get this thing going. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Very excited. I've been waiting to do this for some time now, so I'm glad that it's finally here so we can dive in and have these real conversations and talks that we've all been longing to have. Good evening, good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to Conversations with Mrs. West. Welcome. Just waiting a few minutes, that's all. I'm glad I'm able to do this. I feel like this could help a lot of females and males having different conversations, getting different perspectives about different situations in life. So we are going to touch on many, many, many different topics. Many conversations will be had about, just life things that go on, parenting, um, mental health, meditation. Um, what else do I have here? Um, I believe in giving people their flowers while they're still here. Don't wait till they're not here any longer to, give them props where props is due. So I hope you guys are finding me okay on YouTube. I have been sending my YouTube page to everybody, telling everybody to subscribe so you guys could be ready for tonight. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start. So today, January 11th, I decided to launch my podcast called Conversations with Mrs. West. Today is a special day for me. Today is my mother's 60th birthday. I really didn't realize that until I was like, oh my God, my mother's 60 today. So I am definitely celebrating her. She was a big part of my life, and she was a very positive person in my life. I was thinking about this and how I could describe like what she meant to me and how big of a, big of a person she was in my life as far as in, how she loved me, how she cared for me and stuff. And I thought about a boxer and when he's in the ring and he's fighting and then he's in the middle of the ring, and the middle of the ring is the world and all the things that come at you. You got life happening, you go trials and tribulations, obstacles that you go through in life, and you're just fighting away. But then you go back to your corner in your ring where your coach is, and he's in your ear and he's telling you, you're doing good, champ, you got this, you can do it, you can do it. Don't let them get you, do this, swing left, swing right, and all of this stuff. So I feel like my mom was like a coach to me, Because anytime something happened in my life, she was always right there. Like, you got this, baby. There, nothing can stop you. You know, you're your worst enemy. If you think negative, it's gonna be negative. If you think positive, it's gonna be positive. So she kind of put that in my head as far as him being a a glass half full type of girl versus a glass half empty type of girl. So we talked about many different things. We went through a lot of different things, but she was always there for me to like pick me up and just make me feel beautiful, make me feel smart. And I always knew that she had my back. So I have my glass of wine here. We're going to say cheers to my mother. Happy 60th birthday. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for always picking me up when I fell. I love you and I miss you dearly. To you. To you. So here we go. We are going to jump into our first topic of the evening. And I thought this was an important topic because not every day that you wake up, you feel beautiful or you feel smart or you feel confident or you know, you feel like you can conquer your day or, you know, the world is throwing so much at you, especially with the pandemic and losing loved ones and stuff like this. How to start self affirmations. You know what I mean? That is very important. If you don't know what self affirmations is, it's just giving yourself compliments, loving on yourself, bigging yourself up. If you can give compliments to other people and make them feel loved and beautiful and kind and whatever, you can do it to yourself because it's supposed to start here, right? So that's what tonight's conversation is going to be about. Um, if you have a paper and pen near you, I want you to grab a piece of paper. I want you to grab a piece of pen. And trust me, I'm not asking you guys to do anything that I have not already done myself. Whatever I'm asking you to do, I'm doing it as well. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, she's trying to get in my business. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm trying to help you because we all need to feel positive about ourselves. We all need to feel beautiful. We all need to feel confident. We all need to feel loved. And that's basically, you know, what this is all about. So make a list of all the negative things that you say about yourself or have said. Maybe you're not in that space anymore, but let's make a list of the negative things that you have said about yourself. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm just going to, you know, go over my notes. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Get a piece of paper and a pen. If you want to use your phone and put it in your notes, you can do that too. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go there because that's what this is all about. Real, raw conversations. No judgment. Like I said, like we're here to help one another. We're here to build one another up. You know what I mean? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to write that down. And then I want you to write the positive affirmations that you say to yourself on a daily basis. Or if you haven't, maybe you should start. You know what I mean? Because that is a big part of loving on yourself, feeling good, having confidence, walking with your head high, not having any doubts about who you are. When you write your affirmations and you say the positive things, I want you to like in the mirror when you getting up, you getting your hair done, and you in the mirror, tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am loved. I am kind. I'm worthy. You know, those are some of the affirmations that you can say. Have your friends or family help you with that. You can talk to your best friend or you could talk to your family member and say, "Okay, can you say these things to me?" They can help you with that. And then the more you get to hear it, the more you get to feel it, you'll be like, "Oh, wow, like I really am the bomb. I really am dope." There's nothing wrong with bigging yourself up. I promise you, there is nothing wrong with bigging yourself up. You know what I mean? You can never be too full of yourself. Love on yourself, make yourself feel good. So this is what I want you to do. The negatives. Some of the negative things that you have said about yourself are what? I've said I'm too forgiving. I've said before I'm ugly. I'm not that pretty. I've said before I'm fat. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I feel. I've said I'm too caring. I care too much about caring too much. That's part of your personality. You know what I mean? You can't necessarily say you care too much just because someone else doesn't care as much as you. That's you. That's who you are. Continue to be who you are. You don't have to change. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to fall back from people, and that's okay too. Don't worry about it. Some of the positive things I said: I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm creative, I'm responsible, I'm a hard worker, I'm a great friend, I'm a great listener, and all my positives outweigh my negatives. Guess why? Because I love myself. I love myself. You know what I'm saying? It does not take a lot to give yourself self affirmations. When you look and you think about the things that you have done or you've been through in life, and you say, how did I get through that? Or how did I overcome that? Because you have had conversations with yourself about who you are and what you like and what you're not going to tolerate. When you love yourself and you give yourself self affirmations daily, I promise you, your self esteem will go up. The way you feel about yourself will go up. The way you carry yourself will change. And people will see that. And the way you carry yourself will be an example of how people should look at you or treat you. Because when you carry yourself with like low self-esteem, and you don't really necessarily feel good about yourself, people see that. They pay attention to that, and they'll treat you accordingly. And you don't want that. You want people to respect you. You want people to look at you and say, "Oh wow, she walked with her head held high. She looks confident." You know what I mean? You want people to say that. So some other self affirmations you can say is, I am at peace with who I am. I give myself permission to do what is right for me, because sometimes people will not agree with you, like, "Oh, I don't think you should do this," or "I don't think you should do that." But at the end of the day, I'm big on energy. If you feel like something is not good for you, then by all means, veer away from it. But if you know that it's a good feeling, and it feels right to you inside, and go for it. Go for it. Don't let anybody tell you what's not good for you. You will know. You will know. I am a child of God. I am imperfectly perfect. I like saying that because everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws. There's no perfect person. You know what I'm saying? There's no perfect person. So anybody that can fix their face to like frown up at you or look down on you, let them have that. Let them have that, because they're not perfect either. They're not perfect either. Um, some of us have stretch marks because we had kids. Some of us have wrinkles. Some of us have freckles. You know what I mean? Some of us hair is more coarse than the other. It does not matter. You're still beautiful. It's the way you carry yourself. It's not all about looks. This makeup doesn't make me. You know what I mean? None of this. None of this outside stuff. You know what I mean? Who I am as a person, how I love on people, how I treat people, um, the things that I do when the cameras are off, that makes me a beautiful person. You know what I mean? So don't worry about what other people think about you or what they say. But like I said, how people treat you and how they view you starts with yourself. Starts with yourself. Hold yourself to higher standards. Don't allow any and everything. You deserve better. You deserve better. All right. We talk about self-esteem. Confidence is one own's worth or abilities. How many times have we not felt like we were good enough for this or good enough for that? We're not going to take what somebody else feels about us and make that how we feel about ourselves. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We deserve way more. We need to put more time into ourselves and do what makes us happy. You know what I mean? We got to do what makes us happy. Um, let's see here. Let's see. Why do you feel so many people, so many women lack self-esteem? Is it because how they were raised? It could be from childhood. It could be things that someone said to them as a child and they just held on to it. Oh, you're never gonna amount to nothing. You don't you're stupid or you're ugly or whatever. You never know what you say to somebody as a child. They carry on for years and years and years and years. You know, they may not open up about it, but this is something that they hold on to. So when they get into relationships, they don't even feel worthy of the love that somebody is showing them. You know what I mean? Because their self-esteem is like to a minimum. And then if they do have good self-esteem or they, see themselves at a higher level, when they get into relationships with certain people, if that relationship is not a good one, they may lose that self-esteem. You know what I mean? You can go into a relationship and have your, you like, oh, I know I'm a beautiful person and you carry yourself a certain way and this, that, and the third. But then when you're in that relationship and years have gone by and the person's talking to you like this or treating you like this or saying certain things to you, then you start to lose self-confidence. Like, damn, well, am I that? You start to question yourself. Don't do it. Don't question yourself. You know who you are. Stand firm in what you believe. Stand firm in, just being able to love on you and know that you are not what somebody else called you. You're the head, not the tail. Remember that. Remember that. Because people will play games with your mind and have you thinking certain things. And if you don't have strong enough willpower, you will believe it. If you're not comfortable with yourself, your inner thoughts and emotions, you will believe what someone else is trying to put on you. And it may not be your feelings towards yourself. They may be putting their thoughts and how they feel about themselves onto you. They projected it onto you. Don't accept that. Don't accept that. A lot of people need counseling, but hey, do they get it? No. Maybe they need to because then they can value self more, you know? Um, I really think that it's important to have self-esteem, high self-esteem. Like I said, when you're allowing people to talk down to you and treat you any kind of way, you don't feel good. It's not a good feeling. And we really need to change the way we think about ourselves. We need to change the way we carry ourselves as women. Um, Self-respect goes along with self-esteem, and when you don't show self-respect, why would you think that someone else will respect you if you're not carrying yourself in a respectable manner? Why would you think that? Like, guys, okay, we're coming out the house, we're partying, whatever, we're talking to this guy or we're chilling with this guy, and he's just watching you. He sees how you're moving and all that stuff. If you're up in this guy's face and you're up in that guy's face, like, how do you think that he's looking at you? He's not looking at you as a respectable woman. Now, granted, you might know this person or whatever the case is, but it's the way you're carrying yourself. You know what I mean? People can tell if you know the person or, it's like a sexual thing or, you're flirtatious with it and all of that stuff. Carry yourself the way you want people to treat you. If you want to be treated like a respectable woman, then you need to carry yourself that way. Starting from the younger girls, moving on up, because a lot is going on right now. A lot is going on right now. The younger girls, social media is out there and they're seeing this and they're seeing the girls twerking and doing all of this stuff or dressing, half naked and all of this stuff. And that's what they think is cool. But they don't know that these girls are being disrespected. They don't know that nobody is like, taking these people really serious. Like, everybody makes memes, everybody makes posts, all of this stuff. And those people that are out there putting themselves out there are being talked about. Being talked about. And then when you have children or you have a daughter, what are you showing her? What are you teaching her? You know, you want to teach her to have high self-esteem. You want to teach her to respect herself. It starts at home. It starts with you. It starts with us mothers. It starts with us older sisters. You know what I mean? We have to be that for them. We really do. We have to be that for them, because where else are they going to learn if it's not at home? You don't want other people teaching your children, right? You want to teach them the right way that they should be. Don't have don't have low self-esteem, because you're gonna just follow people. When you have low self-esteem, you just go with what's hot right now. You follow the people that are just doing any and everything. And that's not what you want. I want you to be able to think for yourself. I want you to have confidence. I want you to love yourself and know that you are worth any and everything that the world has to offer. That's what I want my kids to know. That's what I want these young ladies to know. That's what I want my sister to know, because I love you all. I love you all, and we all should hold ourselves to higher standards. Higher standards. That's what we should be doing. I don't know how many people, you know, wake up in the morning and just, don't want to get out of bed, or just always in a bad mood. Always in a bad mood, or, just not feeling it. Not feeling it. I'm here to let everybody know, all of you beautiful ladies out there, you are worth everything good. You are worth everything good. Never let a man, disrespect you or belittle you. Never let a coworker disrespect you or belittle you. Not a family member, not a child, not a friend, anybody. Anybody. Cuz you are worth everything good. If you're having those thoughts of, um I'm not worthy, or do I deserve this? Yes, you do. You deserve it. You deserve it because you get up every day, you go to work, you take care of your children, you take care of your husband, you take care of your house, you take care of everything and everybody. You deserve it as well. You deserve it as well. There's nothing that you can't go for or try out. Like, it could be a job, it could be um planning for a trip. It could be, just little things that you want to get accomplished, saving money. You're worth all of that. Don't let people interfere with what you're trying to do to make yourself feel better, or, to bring your confidence up. You want to go to the spa, go to the spa. You want to get your hair done, get your hair done. You want to get your nails and feet done, by all means, do that too. Whatever is going to make you feel beautiful, whatever is going to make you feel, better than you did when you woke up. Do that. Do that. It's very important to make yourself feel loved, because you shouldn't sit around and wait for someone else to love on you. You got to love on yourself first. That's important. You got to love on yourself first. People are like, oh, well, I'm not happy unless such and such. No, you can be happy alone. You can do things for yourself. You can take yourself out. You can hang out by yourself. You can go to the movies. You can grab a drink. You can do anything by yourself. You're not limited to anything. You can do it all. Don't ever give someone that control of um having you feel like you're not worthy or you're not enough, because whatever reason, because either they told you or they're just making you feel that way. You have to change your way of thinking. I know some of you probably have been on a long path of feeling, you know, not worthy or not loved or cared about, but we have to break that. We have to break that cycle as women, as men. Men too. There's men out there that don't feel worthy. There's men out there that don't feel loved. There's men out there that has never been in a relationship where somebody actually cared about them. You know what I mean? Like, love them, cared about them. A lot of females just have been with them for the money that they have, or the glitz and glamour, the car that they drive, their status in the street. So sometimes when a guy gets with a female that is showing that love, or is giving them compliments and, excuse me, being there for them or whatever, they don't know what to do with that. Is it their fault? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they've never experienced that, somebody giving them compliments and telling them, you look good. You look good today. Or, oh, you did an amazing job with, I don't know, chores. Taking care of the baby. You went on vacation. They took care of the baby while you were away. That kind of compliment. Maybe they've never had that before. So men go through some of the things that we go through as well, as far as in having low self-esteem. You don't know what they've been through as a child. You don't know what they've been through with their moms. You know what I mean? You don't know how they were raised, who they, how they were talked to when they were younger. So they experience that kind of thing as well. But we want to love on one another. We want to support one another. We want to make sure that we are feeling loved. We do know that we're enough. We go through a lot of things as Black people anyways. Oh, you're Black. Oh, your nose is this, or your hair is like that. We already have that growing up. You know what I mean? So we don't want to go backwards. We want to move forward. We want to grow and glow. All 2023 moving forward, we're growing and glowing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. If I got to wake up every day and stand in the mirror and say, you are the bomb, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're loving, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do whatever I have to do not to have low self-esteem or feel, like I'm not worthy or I'm not enough. And that's what everybody should be doing. Whether it be by yourself, whether it be on your phone, whether it be in the mirror, whether it be you laying in bed, whether it be in the shower. Self-affirmation is key. Key to being the person you want to become. Because if you don't have confidence, and you're going out in the world and you're applying for a job, or you're trying to, attain anything, it's not going to be the same as if you walk in the door like you already got the job. Good morning. My name is Mrs. West. How are you? Firm handshake, eye contact. Then you walking in the door like unsure with your head held down like, hi, yeah, I'm here for... No. Walk in like you own that shit. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. We need to have self-confidence. Self-confidence is a big one. Like, know it. Know, you feel it. Sometimes females, we don't have high self-esteem until like we get our makeup done or our hair done or we got on a certain outfit or whatever the case is. But it shouldn't even take that. If you waking up and your hair is nappy and your hair is all over the place and your eyelash is hanging up like that, you still a bad one. You still a bad one. Because that doesn't change the kind of person you are. It doesn't change your personality. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that doesn't make you, your hair being a mess. You're still the same person. You got to love every aspect of you. Every aspect of you. The morning you, the party you, the sad you, the snotty nose crying you. You know what I mean? When you got an attitude, or women when it's that time of the month, that time you got to just love you and take it all in stride. Take it all in stride because that's you. It's all a part of you. Love on yourself. Treat yourself. Wake up knowing that you are worth being here. If you're trying to accomplish things one day at a time, but as long as you keep moving forward, you'll be just fine. They say slow and steady wins the race. Just continue to move forward. Continue to prosper. Continue to be you. Continue to be great. Continue to love on those that love on you, and even the ones that don't. Even the ones that don't. Because that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. I don't want to carry on too long, but I pray that you guys are enjoying this. I had a great time. I pray that you guys tune in next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. I hope you guys all found the subscription. Mrs. West on YouTube. Mrs. West on YouTube. I had to send the link out to a few people because they weren't getting it, but I hope you guys all found it. Um, Next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. I don't know what the topic will be, but if you tune in, you will find out. I love you all. Always strive to be your best. This has been Conversations with Mrs. West. I love you all. Mwah.